Okay, let's do a quick review of the Pepeke, ʻAike, He, and the Pepeke ʻAike. And we should, kind of realize these are really the same kind of sentences. Yeah, again, there's a focus that where you're using one noun phrase to describe a second noun phrase. Yeah, so if I'm talking about Keola, and I want to describe Keola, I'm going to use a noun phrase. That Keola is a student. E haumana. O Keola. Keola is a friend. E hoaloha. O Keola. Again, being non-specific, not a specific student or not a specific friend. However, if I wanted to express that Keola, in fact, is something specific, we use the O to express something specific. O ko'u hoa o Keola. So Keola is not just a friend, but he is my friend. O ka'u kumu o Keola. So not just that Keola is our teacher, but Keola in fact is my teacher. So what the he and the o tells us is that whether something is non-specific, or in fact whether something is specific. Yeah, let's look at some other examples. So if I had something in English, perhaps, she is a smart woman. I would recognize I'm talking about she. That's one noun phrase. And what about she? The fact that she is a smart woman. So in the translation, the first thing I recognize in what becomes the po'o, that it is not specific. It's something that is, again, non-specific. Therefore, it starts with it. And to the expression, a smart woman, a woman who is smart, e wahine akamai. Yeah, a woman who is smart. What about he wahine akamai? What is she describing? Well, she is describing, of course, she. Oh, yeah. So the expression, she is a smart woman, we express, of course, as he wahine akamai. Oh, yeah. Now, what if I was to tinker with that sentence structure? And not that she is a smart woman, but perhaps she is the smartest woman. Now, what you notice, smartest woman. The smartest woman. Yeah, now you notice that the tells us that, in fact, it is specific. Specific. Therefore, it's going to start again with the O. And that O tells you it's an equational sentence and that it's specific. So to express the idea of the smartest woman, I express, of course, the, o, ka, wahine, the woman smartest, akamailoa. The smartest woman. And who is the smartest woman? Oya. O ka wahine akamailoa oya. And if you remember, Pepeke ʻAike o, I could in fact say oya ka wahine akamailoa. And let's kind of just look at why I would express one first or the other. One of the things you notice, again, is that whatever's in the po'o is really what's most important. So the fact that being the very smartest woman, is that what's most important, describing her? that she is the smartest woman, or is it the fact I'm trying to describe who it is? And the fact that it's her, Oya, happens to be the smartest. So what you notice, of course, in these two here, in a Pepeke ʻAike, they're both equational sentences, but the focus on what is most important is different. The fact that it's the smartest woman, or is it the fact that it's her or she? Yeah. So in a Pepeke ʻAike, it does give you this idea of, that's why we call it an equational. Yeah. It's equal on both sides, being equational. And therefore, because it's equational, as we had said, A equals B, and therefore B also equals A. Pepeke ʻAike is also an equational sentence in a sense. Yeah, it's both noun phrase 1 equals noun phrase 2, but that something is always indefinite, or as we would say, that it's non-specific. That one of the descriptions of the noun phrases, in fact, is non-specific. And usually in English, you have words like or an, or one of, or some kind of article that describes something as being non-specific. Now, in a negation of a Pepeke ʻAike he and a Pepeke ʻAike, again, just to repeat, a positive and a so-called negative, when it comes to the actual form, right? We know A equals B, but in a negative, ʻaʻole, yeah, we know it can be, of course, ʻaʻole B equals A. And if it's specific, yeah, where A equals B as the positive, in a negative also, it is ʻaʻole B equals, and instead of this one, we must remember the A, sorry, the A or the pico is described with the O. Yeah, what's examples of that? Let's look at something. Let me go straight into the Hawaiian. A keiki ikaika o pua. Keiki ikaika o pua, Pepeke ʻAike. Negation, ʻaʻole o pua, e keiki ikaika. ʻaʻole o pua, e keiki ikaika. Now what about if it's a specific? Maybe I have something like o pua. Sorry. Keiki ikaika. Well, same way. To negate that, ʻaʻole keiki ikaika o pua. And we remember that Pepeke ʻAike negative always, in fact, has that O. Okay, that's the Pepeke ʻAike and the Pepeke ʻAike. Study hard. Mahalo.